Hey guys, what is going on? It's LightningFoxHD and welcome to Dark Souls. What more can I say? This is probably my favourite game of this generation and I cannot wait to get into it. It's been a long time since I played it, probably about 6 months, and that to me feels like a huge amount of time. I've missed it a lot and I've been thinking about it a lot. Recently I've been inundated with playing GTA, I guess. And then I started doing YouTube, and I wanted to do GTA videos because it's what I was playing, and I got sort of stuck in right, let's do GTA. So now I feel finally I can do Dark Souls, and that's exactly what I've wanted to do for a long time. And I hope you guys will enjoy it as well. If you could absolutely decimate the like button for us on this one. This is the first of the series, and I'd absolutely love it if I could get some support from you guys along the way. And you know, if we can pick up some subscribers as well, then I would love that as well. And guys, don't feel like you can't say anything in the comments. I don't mind you suggesting things, letting us know where I've maybe gone a little bit wrong. I'm not the Dark Souls pro at all. I'm just playing this because I love the game, and I'm not trying to teach you anything brand new or anything like that.
Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
Northern Undead Asylum. I feel as if sometimes I should say welcome back to the Northern Undead Asylum. So yeah, welcome to Dark Souls, guys. And as I was just saying before the narration started on that little video, I'm not trying to teach anybody anything new, and I'm not trying to say this is the way you need to play it. The chances are I'm going to make a lot of mistakes, but I'm just playing it for fun because I love the game, and you know, why not put it out there on YouTube in case somebody else wants to enjoy it as well. But if you want to make suggestions, if you want to comment, then please feel free to. That's what the comment section's for. And I welcome any criticism or compliments. Now, you've probably already realised, but I'm doing this commentary after the fact. Unfortunately, I did actually record live commentary, but unfortunately something happened and it got corrupted. So I've had to re-record it afterwards. But that's no biggie. I think I've got the problem sorted now, so it won't happen again, and we'll have live commentary from this point forward. But just as a heads up, it was difficult for me to sort of play and talk at the same time. Dark Souls is a challenging game, and sometimes you need to concentrate, so hopefully you guys will appreciate that. At some point in the series, you know, there's probably going to be breaks in the commentary, and I'm sure you'll fully understand if you've played the game. So I did pick the Wanderer class of character. That's my favourite type. Just, it feels as if it's pretty moldable, exactly how you want it. And this is an example of me having not played the game for about 6 months. Couldn't remember how to get into the menu. I also took the Master Key as my gift because it feels as if that just... I was going to say that it opens more doors, but it literally does open more doors. I think it just makes the game a little bit easier, and because it's been so long since I played it, the easier it is, the better, just to ease us back into sort of the routine. I have finished the game. Well, I say I've finished it. I've reached the end. Yeah, that was terrible, I know. I've reached the end twice now.
Regrettably.
But neither time I've defeated Gwyn. The first time was
Now
because
I
everybody talking over us. Yeah, the first time I didn't really know how to parry. I got through on sheer luck, I think, and I'd used people, I'd summoned people a lot, and they took care of most of the bosses for us. And I reached the final boss and really got punished for it. I couldn't parry, I couldn't riposte, and I got really frustrated with the game and took some time out of playing it. And then I restarted again and played it cooperatively with my brother, and we got about halfway through the game, and then he stopped playing it, and I took my character all of the way to the end just to level up a little bit more, because I was a member of the Warrior, is it Warrior? Path of Light, or Warriors of Sunlight, or whatever it is. That Solar Covenant, and I wanted to level that up as much as possible, so I took it a bit further, but I never actually finished it on that character either. And the other times that I've played the game, I've started it lots and lots of times and just get to a certain point and then think, you know what, I want to start a new character. That's pretty much what happened here. It had just been a while since I played it, and I just decided I would start a new character and give it a go. And that was the point that I remembered how to do backstabs. I was going to say backsteps. Esther's up for this boss. Because, like I say, I'm not a pro, sometimes simple tasks like killing the asylum demon really just I can't do it. And there's been times that I've even missed that hit. I feel as if I was quite lucky in this fight actually. I get some solid hits here and I get hit there, and that's actually the only time I get hit in this fight, I think. Used the roll there nicely, used up the entirety of my stamina bar there. Luckily he didn't hit us, he just pushed us back. That gives us a chance to hit him a couple more times. Rolled out of the way. From there it's pretty easy. It takes him a long time to wind up and actually hit you with those hits. You can get a couple of hits in the meantime, and that's all that it took to take him out. Victory achieved. This loading screen coming up, I've actually took it out because what's the point in keeping it in, eh? And the other thing is I've decided I'm going to go with sort of a dexterity sort of build for this character. I like the scimitar. I'm going to try and level it up a bit. And if things change later on, then so be it. We'll roll with the punches, but for now I'm going to, I think, stick with the scimitar. I'm also going to try and stick to the easy path for now. In this video, definitely, instead of going sort of and picking up the Zweihander or, you know, the Great Scythe or whatever it is down in near the catacombs, or in the catacombs rather, I decided to just stick with the Undead Berg. There was some hideous lag there. The game actually does slow down a lot more than I remember. And here I'm just looking for the fire bombs. Couldn't remember where they were for the life of us. Get there eventually though. Dark Souls is one of those games where at first you might not remember things if you took a while out, but it all comes back to you eventually. I wouldn't say it's like riding a bike, but it's like riding a bike. So this is the first proper fight outside of what I suppose you could consider to be a tutorial area in Undead Asylum. And at this point I remember I was just thinking, please just don't let us die in a really ridiculous way. So that was my fear. It's different when you're playing GTA, or especially GTA Online. It doesn't really matter when you die because everybody's sort of out to kill you, and it doesn't actually matter because it still makes a good video. But when you're playing sort of a game like this, you want to play as best as you can. And at this point, I'm not really. But perhaps the best thing to do at this point would be to sort of get out of my own head a little bit. Stop thinking about how I'm playing and just play. Picked up that Soul of a Lost Undead. They always come in handy. I was thinking, I remember thinking at this point, wow, I used to be so good at this game, and now I'm sort of struggling to even just take out these undead dudes. Just waiting for him to make an attack. That's, I mean, at this point, I imagine everybody already knows, but sort of hold them back until they've made their move is always the best way to take out an enemy. Very rarely is it a good idea to rush in. And this rat can sometimes be a right pain in the heart, because the attacks hit the walls. Guess it's not really the rat's fault. You can pick up some decent humanity off them sometimes. And here we are in the Undead Berg. It actually felt like coming home. It had been a while since I played it, so I've said that about 10,000 times now. But yeah, it felt like coming home again after a long trip away. And it's just nice to be back in Dark Souls. I think it's a game that I really enjoy playing. I get a sense of happiness as I'm playing it, which is probably counterproductive to what they wanted. It seems as if the game wants you to feel sort of pretty stressed while you're playing it and maybe it's cut off from the world. I came back in here thinking that it might have been some game, but I remembered it's in just past the white fog. Just underneath these stairs. And coming out of this door is always a joy. Absolutely love that. Amazing introduction for the Hellkite Drake. At this point I was trying to get the backstabs and just get back into the swing of playing the game. The last time I played it was the first time I realised that backstabs are a lot more efficient when you don't have your shield up. It's strange as it sounds, I hadn't realised that before. Perfectly timed block there, that's pretty sweet. Thought he dropped something, but he hadn't. And here we are at the next bonfire. And that's 12 minutes and 30 seconds into the video. Honestly, the first time I played this area probably took about 12 hours and 30 minutes. It's crazy to think how far you actually progress in the game from a skill standpoint, from the very first time you play it to, you know, the most recent time. I feel as if I rushed into this room a little bit too quick. Get surrounded. Should have paid more attention to what I was doing really, but I get so used to these sort of starting areas, and I'm not managing my stamina very well either. I get so used to these starting areas that I just want to get through them sometimes. I was trying to get to the Undead Parish. That was the target for this video, and in the live commentary I said, right, okay, we'll try and get to the Undead Parish and touch down on the blacksmith bonfire. But, spoiler alert, I don't get it. I thought I killed him, I thought that one hit would have been enough, but apparently it wasn't. Black fire bombs always come in handy against the bosses. Now, up here is the first challenge that I had, and I remember distinctly remember at the time thinking that I had exactly the same issues the first time I played it. I was doing the same things I did the first time I played through the game, rushing into the battle and then getting stuck on this bloody stairway. This isn't how to play Dark Souls. Walk straight into that firebomb. You deserve to get it in the face. Encounter some more hideous lag up here. It actually almost nearly cost us my life. Just here. Lag so much. Slow down. You sort of get into a routine with Dark Souls where you sort of you're aware of what's going to slow the game down, and you can manage it and sort of prevent it from stopping you from playing. But I wasn't in that zone at the time, and I was actually getting a little bit frustrated with the amount of slowdown because I'd pretty much forgotten about it, really. Nice jump off there. More fire bombs, always handy. Take out this guy up here. I always love getting a backstab on him. Sniper spot. I don't usually read the signs because they don't usually help us too much, but thought I'd give that one a look just in case. So these guys can be annoying. And I handled the fight really poorly. He's already Estus up, so might as well end up hitting him in the first place. Took 2 massive hits there and got wedged and almost died. And now that guy's Estus up, and I've had to use my Estus. So, all in all, a very, very bad start to this battle between us. I guess it's just lack of practice, really. I will get better, and just watching this back is actually helping a lot, to be honest with you. When you're playing the game, you're not really focusing on what you're doing so much as what you want to do. So you're inputting a command, and then you're waiting for that command to produce an action on the screen. But when you're watching it back, you can actually see the exact mistakes that you've made, and I think you can sort of assess that and better yourself through. I mean, there's a lot of things there where I was just within range of the enemy's attack, and I can see that I was just within range now, but I couldn't see that at the time. Right down to next to no health there. Looking to get a backstab. Didn't get it, but we killed him anyway. Used the last Estus, and I said at this point, right, there's no point going forward anymore because we're just going to get killed. So decided to just pick up the pine resin, and then we'll head back, touch down on the bonfire, and then try again, and hopefully do better. One really, really depressing thing about this is I actually had 10 flasks from that first bonfire that I touched down at, and I used all 10 of them just getting to there. And thinking back, I mean, that's a very, very bad performance, I think. So, touchdown back at the bonfire. I might level up, actually, I'm not sure. Yeah. Vitality up. And I was thinking about strength. Thinking about dexterity, decided to go with endurance just because stamina management, when you've got such a small stamina bar, it gets really difficult to actually be able to dodge an attack and then actually attack back. I think you need to put those points into stamina just so that you're not, on that base level anymore. Got the backstab on him. And I was actually feeling pretty confident at this point. I was thinking, right, okay, I've touched down on the bonfire, got some extra vitality, got some extra endurance. Be able to do it, no problem now. And I've got myself stuck and attacked by all 3 of those enemies at once. And to be honest with you, I deserved to die there. It's a death that you need to die at that point and say, right, okay, we need to take a step back and take it a little bit slower. Especially when you're using a weapon like the scimitar, it doesn't have a huge range, and the attacks themselves don't have a huge range, so you have to take the enemies on slower and fewer at a time, or as much as you can. Use the shield to stop him, get round the back for a backstab, that's how you do it. Picked up a round shield, I'll never use it. So here we pick up our swords and drag this guy out. If I was a higher level, then this would be easy. It really would. And that might sound obvious, but it's just at the beginning of the game, it feels as if you're severely underpowered. Like, enemies like this shouldn't be a challenge, or at least I'm used to them not being a challenge, because the last time I played it, I was farming the Black Knights in the kiln. So I don't know, I guess it's just that disjointed nature of having played it 6 months ago and being pretty good at the game and of a high level, to now having 6 months away and not really having the ability to play it anymore. But we handled that situation miles better. Got the backstab on the one throwing the fire bombs. Got the backstab on the one that I wasn't actually aiming at. And then we take this guy out. Much better. Don't know where he came from. Guess he probably followed us. It's another free backstab, why not? That was a silly arrow to the throat, but it looked cool, so I'll forgive it. He's trying to S this up right in front of us. I'm not going to let him do that, am I? And with these guys, I tried to take them on a little bit more strategically. Only got one at a time here. Saw an opening and just took them out. Pull this one again, one at a time. Tried the drop attack, didn't get it. Keeping a bit of distance on him. And it makes it so much easier. Again, I tried the drop attack. And I sent whatever that was, that body with the item on it. I literally sent that flying. There we go. So he dropped an item, and that's where the other body landed. Miles and miles away. I don't know how I managed it. Longsword, another really good weapon. It's a weapon that I really enjoy using. But again, I want to stick with the scimitar for now. I'm not taking on the knight down there because I won't stand a chance. I need to get better at the game first. It's always fun reading these ones. Try jumping off. No thanks. I just don't know why people would be so mean. So, this crystal insect thing, it's got a name but I can't remember what it is. It really had me life, it really did. I'm not sure why it took so long, and more than that, I'm not sure how it stuck around for so long. Any other day that would have been gone a long time ago. So here we are at the Taurus Demon. Another really cool boss fight, I really enjoy it. Always go up this ladder. It's not GTA, you have to press a button to get on it. Go up this ladder, take out these guys first. Makes the fight infinitely easier. And then I thought, you know, I'll make it a little bit easier on myself as well. I'll use the gold pine resin. I probably could have took the Taurus Demon on without it. It's not something that I think is necessarily 100% required to do the fight. But I was not 100% confident in my own ability at this point. So I just thought, you know what, I just want to get it over with. I didn't want to get killed by the Taurus Demon on the first ever Dark Souls video on YouTube that I've made, so... So again, I don't think I'm teaching you anything new, but it's always best to climb up here and get that first striker to drop an attack, just to get the bonus damage. And then if you stick close to it and pretty much underneath, the Taurus Demon can't actually do very much to you. As you'll see here, I think that's the only hit he gets on. It's only because he's And my stamina ran out pretty fast there, but I still had plenty of time to recover it and get a hit on him. So that's a solid victory achieved, and I'm happy with it. And we get a nice 3,000 souls for our troubles, which will be able to put towards leveling up some more. And at this point I was feeling pretty good. Happy to be back in Dark Souls, happy to be past the Taurus demon. Things are going nicely. Go and talk to Sunbro, because everybody loves Solaire. He's gloriously effervescent and loves jolly cooperation and all of those other cool things. I only wanted his soapstone.
We are amidst the flow.
The last time I played it, I actually
of course.
the last time I played Dark Souls, I actually killed Solaire because I wanted his armor and his sword, and I actually felt pretty bad after it. So come down to that black mark on the floor, head back to trigger the Hellkite Drake. Didn't get far enough away though and got hit. Rookie error. I actually Estused up there because I wasn't sure if I'd have enough stamina to sprint the whole way. I'd forgot that it's literally just here. I thought it was much further than that. And come down here to trigger the shortcut, and happy days. I could have gone on a little bit further, but I thought, you know what, I need to take a bit of a break and figure out how to play the game a little bit better, because I was doing pretty bad. So we used those extra souls to level up a bit. And that's that, guys. So hopefully the next video I'll have everything sorted and we'll be able to go back to live commentary. If you could do me the massive favour and like this video, then it would be absolutely awesome. And if you could subscribe to the channel as well, then there's new stuff coming out every single day, and I'm hoping that it's going to be more and more awesome with every day. But until next time, guys, stay awesome.